Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at the brand new Raven Guard. This video is sponsored by the Game Bunker. More on that later. Alright, so we got a brand new Raven Guard detachment, and to go along with it, we have Aethon Shaan, the brand new chapter master of the Raven Guard. So let's jump in and take a look at the new rules. So first off, we have the data sheet for Aethon Shaan. He has a movement of 14 inches, so he is extremely fast. Toughness 4, 3 up save, 4 up invulnerable save. He does only have 5 wounds, he has leadership 6+, and he has OC of 1. And then moving over to his abilities, he does have deep strike, lone operative, and stealth. So he's going to be -1 to hit from shooting. You're not going to be able to target him with shooting attacks outside of 12 inches, and then he's going to be able to pop up using the deep strike rules. Faction ability, he has Oath of Moment, which is going to give him the free rerolls to hit against your Oath of Moment target. And then we get into his special abilities. So first we have Master of Shadows. In your command phase, select 1 unit from your opponent's army. Until the start of your next command phase, each time an Adeptus Astartes unit from your army declares a charge while it is within 12 of that enemy unit, you can reroll the charge roll, but it must declare that enemy unit as the target of the charge if possible. So in your command phase, you're going to choose one of your opponent's units, and then all of your units within 12 are going to get free rerolls on the charge roll. The only caveat is that you must charge. So because this is in your command phase, you're going to be able to position your units so that only the ones that you want to charge will be within 12 inches of your target. But this is going to give you basically like rerolls for charges outside of deep strike after like long moves. And if you have a key target, especially like your Oath of Moment target, that you absolutely must destroy, you're going to be able to guarantee that you get into combat with a ton of free rerolls on your charges. And next we have the Blackwing Mantle. You can target this unit with the Rapid Ingress and Heroic Intervention stratagems for 0 command points, even if you have already used this stratagem on a different unit this phase. So the way this is worded, you can target this model with the Rapid Ingress and Heroic Intervention stratagems for 0 command points. It's also a different named ability than like your Captain's Reduction strat, so you're going to be able to couple this with a lot of other really cool abilities. And then also you can Rapid Ingress and Heroic Intervention even if you've already done it. So this dude is going to be able to Rapid Ingress and then Heroic Intervention in the same turn. Unfortunately, he does not have fights first, so you're not going to be able to set him up with like the ultimate combo, but he is very good. And then we have his range weapon, Heavy Bolt Pistol. It is a pistol, range 18, attack 1, hits on 2, strength 4, -1, 1 damage. And then we have his melee weapons, the Claws of Severex. So they are sustained hits 2 and twin linked. So whenever you roll to hit on a 6, you're going to get 2 additional hits, and then twin linked, you're going to be able to reroll all of your wound rolls. He has 7 attacks, hits on 2s at strength 5, -2, 2 damage. So probably the best lightning claws in the game, 2 damage, so he's going to have to be a little bit selective as to what he goes into. And with strength 5, you're going to want to stay away from stuff that is toughness 10 or more. But with the move of 14, deep strike, lone op, and stealth, and then also the ability to Rapid Ingress and Heroic Intervention, this dude is basically going to be a missile and a scalpel combined in one. Very, very good. And then moving over to the back of the data sheet, Chapter Master of the Raven Guard. At the start of the declare battle formation step, if your army includes Aethon Shaan and Kaivan Shrike, until the end of the battle, your Kaivan Shrike unit loses the lone operative ability and it replaces its Chapter Master keyword with Captain. So basically, if you have both of these models in your army, Aethon Shaan is going to take over as the Chapter Master. So that means Shrike is going to lose the Chapter Master keyword and gain the Captain keyword. And then also Shrike is going to lose the lone operative ability. But realistically, you're going to want him joined on to a JPI squad anyway. And Aethon Shaan does not have the leader ability, so he cannot join to a squad. So overall, no downside here. And then also with the changes to Kaivan Shrike's data sheet role, if you include him in your army, all of your JPI units are going to have 2 OC instead of 1. So you'll finally be able to field a viable Raven Guard army.
Now a quick word from today's sponsor, Game Bunker. Game Bunker carries a full range of Games Workshop products including miniatures, terrain, paint, tools, and more. Game Bunker offers 15% off MSRP for most Games Workshop products with the discount code WHMS. Receive free shipping in the continental United States on orders over $145. Online orders ship out within 24 hours. Game Bunker is a veteran-owned business. Use affiliate link below, enter discount code WHMS to save 15% on most items at checkout. For fast, friendly service with a discount on your favorite tabletop wargaming purchases, visit GameBunker.net and let them know that Warhammer Man sent you.
And then next, moving over to the new detachment, we have the Shadowmark Talon. So detachment rule, Master of Shadow. Each time a ranged attack targets an Adeptus Astartes unit from your army, unless the attacking model is within 12 inches, subtract 1 from the hit roll, and target has the benefit of cover against that attack. So basically, outside of 12, all of your units are going to gain stealth and cover. And then we have Unparalleled Tactician. Once per battle round, if Aethon Shaan model from your army is on the battlefield, you can use the Into the Darkness stratagems for 0 command points. So we will get to that, but you're going to have that once per battle round free strat. And then restrictions, your army can include Raven Guard units, but it cannot include any Adeptus Astartes unit drawn from any other chapter. So basically, if you take this detachment, you have the opportunity to take Raven Guard units, but you cannot include any Ultramarines, etc. Alright, and then next we have our 4 enhancements. So first is Blackwing Shroud. Adeptus Astartes infantry model only. While the bear is leading a unit, models in that unit have the Infiltrator's ability. So you're basically going to be able to give this to a character and then give any unit Infiltrator. So very good. And then we have Coronal Susurrant. Full boss model only, the bearer has the following ability. Lord of Deceit Aura. Each time your opponent targets a unit from your army with a stratagem, if that unit is within 12 inches of this model, increase the cost of the usage of the stratagem by 1 command point. So you'll be able to put this on one of your full boss characters and then essentially give them the Lord of Deceit 12-inch aura ability that taxes stratagems by 1 command point. Obviously a very strong ability. And then we had the Umbral Raptor. Adeptus Astartes model only, the bearer has the stealth and lone operative abilities. So you'll be able to turn any one of your characters into a stealth lone op character. And this could work really good on another jump pack character if you want the speed, or it also works really well on something like a Gravis Captain who has the durability. And then we have Hunter's Instinct. Adeptus Astartes model only, if the bearer's unit is in strategic reserves for the purpose of setting that unit up on the battlefield, treat the current battle round number as being 1 higher than it actually is. So you put this on a character, and then that character or any unit that he's attached to can come in from Deep Strike on round 1, Strategic Reserves on round 1, or Strategic Reserves in your opponent's deployment zone on round 2. So really nice enhancements right here, very similar to the previous detachment. Alright, and then moving over to the stratagems, we have 6 stratagems to choose from. So first we have Armor of Contempt, your opponent's shooting phase or fight phase just after an enemy unit has selected its targets. Target 1 Adeptus Astartes unit from your army that was selected as the target of 1 or more of the attacking unit's attacks. Effect until the end of the phase, each time an attack targets your unit, worsen the armor penetration characteristic of the attack by 1. So it is 1 command point, and via the balanced status light, this is only going to affect shooting or combat attacks from a single unit. It's not going to last for the entire phase like it used to. And then we have Lay Low the Tyrants, 1 command point, fight phase, 1 Adeptus Astartes unit from your army that has not been selected to fight this phase. Effect until the end of the phase, melee weapons equipped by models in your unit have the precision ability. So you'll be able to target characters in combat. And then we have Stunning Fusillade, 1 command point, 1 your shooting phase, target 1 Adeptus Astartes unit from your army that has not been selected to shoot this phase. Effect until the end of the phase, each time a model in your unit makes a ranged attack that targets an enemy unit that is more than 12 inches away, improve the ballistic skill and armor penetration characteristics of the attack by 1. If 1 or more enemy models is destroyed as a result of those attacks, select one of these destroyed models. The destroyed models unit must make a battle shock test. So this is infantry only. You have to be outside of 12 inches. And then you're going to have +1 to ballistic skill and +1 AP against your targeted unit. So I've used this in the past with the previous detachment, and this works extremely good on Inceptors with the bolters. So you're basically dropping in, targeting something in between 12 and 18 inches away. You have sustained hits 2 from your bolters. They're now at AP 2, and then they hit on 2s. So you can actually dish out quite a bit of damage with your damage 2 bolters. But realistically, you could use this on anything else that has like a large volume of firepower and really needs the extra AP. Works well on like a 10-man Terminator squad, a 10-man Intercessor squad, and I'm sure there's lots of other good stuff you could put it on as well. Next, we have Raptorial Vigilance, 1 command point. When your opponent's movement phase just after an enemy unit ends a normal advance or fallback move. Target 1 Adeptus Astartes infantry or Adeptus Astartes mounted unit from your army that is within 9 inches of that enemy unit that just ended that move. You cannot target a unit that is within engagement range of 1 or more enemy units. Effect, your unit can make a normal move of up to D6 inches or up to 6 inches instead if it is full boss or scout unit. So you basically have a D6 inch reactive move if they move within 9 of you, or a flat 6 if you're a full boss or scout squad. Very powerful ability. And then our last 2, we have Feint and Thrust. 1 command point in your movement phase, target 1 Adeptus Astartes unit from your army. Effect, until the end of the turn, your unit is eligible to shoot and declare a charge in a turn in which it fell back. If it is full boss or scout squad unit, it is also eligible to shoot and declare a charge in a turn in which it advanced. So 1 command point for fallback, shoot, and charge, or fallback, shoot, and charge, and advance and shoot and charge if it is a full boss or scout squad. And then finally we have Into the Darkness, 1 command point. End of your opponent's fight phase, target up to 2 full boss units or scout squad units from your army, or 1 other Adeptus Astartes infantry unit from your army. You cannot target a unit that is within engagement range of 1 or more enemy units. Effect, remove the unit from the battlefield and place them into strategic reserves. So at the end of your opponent's fight phase, you can pick up either 2 full boss or scout units or 1 other infantry unit, put them back into strat reserves, and if they do have deep strike, obviously they can use that to redeploy in your movement phase or potentially rapid ingress in your opponent's following movement phase. So very good detachment, very strong abilities. Couple little tweaks to the previous detachment to make it slightly better and a little more focused on the Raven Guard, but overall very good. This is going to pair extremely nicely with the new character Aethon Shaan. And then in combination with the unparalleled tactician, if you have Aethon Shaan in your army, you're going to be able to use the Into the Darkness stratagem for free every single battle round. So this detachment is going to be extremely fast, extremely mobile, and have a lot of tricks up its sleeve. It's going to be very resilient to shooting attacks. And obviously you're going to focus it around lots of JPI units. So let me know what you think of the new character data sheet. Let me know what you think of the new detachment and its alterations. Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. And as always, special thanks to the Game Bunker for sponsoring the channel. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on most Games Workshop products with code WHMS at checkout. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and it's never been a better time to start a new Raven Guard army. And I'm out of here.